Here, welcome to West Ham Kareem. I don't know the title then. We can see here we've been given a big boost in our terms of transfers and pre-contracts, as the board agreed to give us £5 million I asked for, which is brilliant. Now we don't have to send back Song to get enough money. We probably didn't need to send back Jenkinson either, but that doesn't even matter, to be honest. I don't really care about him anymore. He's gone. He's out the window, and we're gonna start off with our transfer business. These are the people I have shortlisted to come in on pre-contract. Some of them are. I thought Dragovic was, but he actually he plays in like Ukraine, but gets like put at a different club on career mode. And then we're gonna go with this guy. He's 25. I know he's above 75 rated, and he looks a good player. And he's on 30 grand a week, so he's still cheap. And again, he'll back up our centre back options. I actually think next season, to be honest, think he's going to go. Gonzalez, I can see him going because I'm going to sign another centre back next season anyway. Gonzalez was there, but just to back it up. But then I realised that we probably won't need him next season. Next on the list is Malumbu, CDM. He's probably not going to be in the first team, to be honest. But I don't know that, so that's why I didn't select his squad role. I don't know where he's going to be. And yeah, I'm going to look to sign a new midfielder next season as well. Yeah, so Malumbu will probably not be first choice. He might be in the first team, but he won't be first choice CDM. I don't know actually who I want to sign next season. I do want to sign some big name players. I don't know how much Chelsea want for Ramirez, but he'll be a really good player in that centre mid role, especially the way he can go up and down the pitch in his pace. And we've actually just signed two players. We signed Kana Kibik and Yusuf Malumbu as well. And then we have Darren Randolph here. He's going to be our backup goalkeeper. 20 grand a week. You can't argue with that. There were some better keepers, but he's English. Seems like a realistic transfer, to be honest. Then we have Andy Carroll, but we're not selling Big Andy yet. He just scored. He's played out of his skin against Chelsea. Got us a result, led us forward to the top of the Premier League table, and I'm not going to sell him purely because of that and his overall performance as well. And yeah, to be honest, guys, this episode was really poor in terms of our strikers. I had the instructions on. I've had the instructions on for a couple of months now in the career mode, and we started scoring goals. But ever since I started playing Ultimate Team again, it's changed. I don't like the instructions anymore. So I think in like the middle of the Swansea game, I turned them off, and we'll see how that pans out. But as you can see, I'm loving those up arrows going there, seeing our players progressing, and the only player that isn't is Gonzalez and a couple of others, but Gonzalez can fuck off, quite frankly. He's grown one, but he hasn't been solid. I don't have this thing. I don't like selling players I've signed. I might loan him out. I'm not sure. I'm definitely going to keep Tompkins and Reed, and we got a centre back that I'll be looking to sign is kind of an experienced one, 28, 29 years old, but hopefully we can get him on the cheap. Caceres was one, Bonucci, some Italian centre backs as well. Yeah, some Italian. That's what I mean, Italian centre backs. Maybe Corker as a younger option, but they're all around similar ratings, so there's not really much point to that. And we nick the win here after Southampton miss a penalty, and yeah, that was a very good game. It was quite boring, to be honest, but to nick it with Matty Jarvis, who actually came on. I did rest him at the start, but Ravel Morrison got injured. I think it's for like 4 weeks. And there's our sim game. I actually simmed 2 by accident. I forgot I'd simmed the West Brom game, but it doesn't really matter. We won anyway. And there you have a Fabian Delph approach has been made, but I don't really care about him. He's kind of an unoriginal player to sign, to be honest. I mean, I just don't like other career mode YouTubers sign players. Just don't like copying them because it gets repetitive after a while. I've never seen this guy there before, Michel. I searched him up. He's 73 rated on Foothead or on UT. I don't know whether he's gone down or not, but we're actually selling Adrian here. I think I get the bit where he's sold, but we accepted an offer from PSG before, and they agreed to pay £8 million for him, which isn't too bad. It's good, but he's not really worth any more, is he? I mean, he's 27 and 76 rated. I mean, I would never pay $8 million for that kind of player. But PSG did say to go ahead, and I knew it was gonna. As soon as PSG came in, I knew, he was basically gone because they can pay any kind of money for a player, and you bet, and I could have counted off for 10 million. They probably paid it, but yeah. So it looks like he's on his way out. He made a couple of errors this season. He's been marginally dodgy in goal. He's been average, I guess, but his form isn't excellent. He's made some good saves. He's made some bad saves. But it would be nice to have a new face in goal. Probably, hopefully, a better rated one. And yeah, we're moving on to the Swansea game. He sold just before the Swansea game, so Jeskeline will actually get his first start of the season, as we do indeed sign Michel, the right back, and hopefully he'll turn out to be a good player. Not too sure. You got a Ruben Ferreira guy as well. He's a left back, but lots of people have signed him on career mode as well. And excuse me. And it's pretty boring trying to sign the same players. Oh, I didn't mean there's actually a career mode I did where I signed David Suarez, but he was too good of a player to turn down. I could have signed Christian Trash on pre-contract, but yeah, he took up a lot of wage budgets, and I needed a new right back. We got him cheaply anyway. I think it was like 6 million or something, and he does grow, but I'm not sure what he's going to grow to that same level that he did on another career mode I did. He grew to an 82, but he's nowhere near going out the first team yet. He's still a solid right back. And we actually, when's the last time we went down in the game? Sylvie Sigurdsson header, and yeah, this is when I turn the instructions off. Look at Diafra here. I thought I'd lost it, and then he tucks it in, and that makes it 1-1. Yeah, I probably should have won that game. I had a last-ditch chance with Azrari, where he smacked it straight at the keeper. And here we go. Look at this. This guy on a Kivarak, I paid 6.8 million for him, and look, he's an 80 rated goalkeeper. People usually charge extortionate amounts of money for them. Teams charge 15, 18 million for these players, and we've stolen him for 6. That is a great steal. And if you looked at all the other counter offers, they were like 13 million for like 77 rated goalkeepers. A real good deal. We basically stole him off Trabzonspor. And he did accept quickly. I thought he was going to be. I'd have to play Ashkelon again, but he accepted him in 2 days. Obviously eager to join West Ham. And we do actually check out Jarvis in this game, I think. I think it's for Amalfitano. He hasn't played in a while. Maybe 4 games, about a game. But in terms of players I'm going to sell next season, like for definite, I'm going to put Downing on the transfer list. He's a good player, but he's kind of old. So is Amalfitano, to be honest. And we've got another midfielder coming in, Malumbu, but we're going to try and sign another one. Our strike force is just going to remain the same pretty much until maybe I reach our squad actually is predominantly made up of 80-rated players. I may have to replace some good players. Defrasako is probably the first striker that will go because he's 25 and 73 rated, but he's a decent striker enough to keep him in this team. And that's what Valencia. He hasn't scored in a couple of games, but that showed how I should use him, how I should respect him. He's a good player at turning inside and basically just making defenders get confused and fuck up, and then he punish them. Basically, I've scored that goal so many times where I just cut back and finesse, so effective. And we have a penalty here. Excuse me. And Everton pretty much dominated this game. They came out. The defence was shit, so I tried to exploit that, and their strikers were missing chances all over the place. And my defending wasn't particularly good either, but we punished them every time. They gave away a penalty, and Valencia makes it 2. And pretty much from here on in, they kept attacking, but on one counter attack again, look how easily he got fooled by us right there, and again, and shoots under the keeper. Poor piece of keeping. Diafra Sacco steals the goal. He wasn't taking any risks. Anyway, this is going to be the end of the episode, guys. Cheers for watching. Have a nice day, and be sure to check out the Informal Teach giveaway.